Case summary. Williams v. Roffey Bros. and Nicholls Contractors Ltd. 1990 is a landmark case in English contract law that refined the principle of consideration, particularly in relation to the performance of existing contractual duties. The case centers on whether a promise to pay extra for the completion of an existing obligation could be enforceable if it provided practical benefits to the promisor. Background facts. Claimant, Lester Williams, a carpenter. Defendant, Roffey Bros. and Nicholls Contractors Ltd., a building contractor firm. Facts. Roffey Bros. entered into a contract to refurbish a block of flats known as the Shepherd's Bush Housing Association. Under this main contract, they subcontracted carpentry work to Williams. The agreed price for Williams' work was £20,000. During the course of the work, Williams realized that the amount agreed was insufficient, and he faced financial difficulties, which led to a delay in completing the work. Roffey Bros., concerned about potential penalties for late completion from the Housing Association, agreed to pay Williams an additional £10,300 to ensure timely completion of the carpentry work. Williams continued working but only received some of the additional payments promised. Subsequently, Williams stopped working and sued for the outstanding amount. Argument. Claimant's argument. Williams argued that the agreement for additional payment constituted a binding contract supported by consideration. He claimed that by promising to complete the work on time, Roffey Bros. received a practical benefit. Defendant's argument. Roffey Bros. contended that the promise to pay extra was not supported by consideration since Williams was already contractually obligated to complete the work. They argued that the promise to pay more was unenforceable as it merely involved performing an existing duty. Final outcome and legal justification. Outcome. The Court of Appeal ruled in favor of Williams. The court held that Roffey Bros. promise to pay extra was enforceable because it conferred a practical benefit on them. Legal justification. The judgment was based on the principle that practical benefits can constitute valid consideration even when an existing contractual duty is being performed. The court identified several benefits Roffey Bros. gain. 1. Avoiding the penalty for a late completion of the main contract. 2. Ensuring the work was completed efficiently. 3. Avoiding the hassle and cost of finding another subcontractor. The court referenced the idea that consideration must involve a benefit to the promisor or a detriment to the promisee. In this case, the practical benefits received by Roffey Bros. were sufficient to constitute consideration for the promise to pay additional money. Key concept. Implication. Williams v. Roffey Bros. and Nicholls Contractors Ltd. expanded the concept of consideration in contract law by recognizing practical benefits as valid consideration for promises to pay extra for the performance of existing duties. This case is critical for understanding when modifications to a contract can be enforceable without new consideration. Key learnings. 1. Practical benefits can serve as valid consideration, expanding the scope of enforceable promises. 2. This case provides a nuanced approach to the doctrine of consideration, suggesting that the law recognizes the economic realities and practical benefits within contractual relationships. 3. It emphasizes the need for flexibility in contract law to accommodate modifications that reflect the parties' intentions and changing circumstances.